Hi everyone, this is Surender from the Cat Coach. This is the last part where we explain what is BIM in a proper and concise manner. So please see the part 1 which explains about traditional construction process. Please see the part 2 which explains about what is IPD. Now this third part what is BIM clearly explains everything as properly as possible, as much as I can explain in a concise manner. So let us start the video. I'm sorry, let us start the video, and there's a small clip which you need to see as an intro for what is BIM. So after that I'll come back and explain what is BIM. Let us go ahead. So now you have seen the single 3D model is all about BIM. Sorry, BIM is all about that single 3D model. So the single 3D model is created using BIM authoring tool. These are three major players in the world: Autodesk Revit, Graphisoft ArchiCAD, Bentley Open Buildings. So these three softwares is powerful BIM authoring tool. So what they do is they create an intelligent 3D model where all data about the building can be created. So it creates the wall, it creates the doors, it creates the windows, it creates the fall ceiling, it creates building, what to say, bathroom fittings, etc., etc. Everything which is has to be built in the site can be created in the 3D model. So what happens is architect works on a 3D model. The same 3D model is passed on to structural team. They perform structural analysis and structural design and create rebars for the 3D model. The same 3D model is passed on to MEP team. They do heating load, cooling load analysis, lighting analysis, and they create HVAC design, and they create all the electrical drawings, plumbing drawings. And now what happens is this same BIM authoring tool is being done interference check and checked for all the clashes in within them, and say they resolve all the problems within them and create a beautiful building project detail. Okay, so that is how the first step of the BIM model creation, and that is the 70% of the work also. So now interoperability. So now we have created a data rich 3D model. So now what we need to do is extract the data from the 3D model and do analysis and improvise the model. Okay, so the term interoperability means it's nothing but communication, but the term interoperability is nothing but communication between softwares. So what it does is one software communicates with the other software. For example, the BIM authoring tool Revit. Revit communicates with Revit communicates with the Navy's work, and the Revit project or Revit 3D model goes to the Navy's work. Navy's work does the clash detection, and it stores the clashes and sends back to the detail to the Revit. And with the Revit, people engineering team works on the Revit and resolve the clashes. Again, send the Revit model to the Navy's work. Again, they do clash detection, and this is to and fro, and clash-free model is created in the Revit. Now, beautiful project model is available in the BIM authoring tool in the Revit. So now what we do, we extract data for further understanding like quantity estimation or any other prediction of in terms of safety, risk analysis, etc., etc. is done by extracting data from the 3D model. So like Power BI, Grasshopper, Dynamo, all those things will help in the extraction of data from the 3D model. So now that is all about interoperability and extraction of data from the BIM authoring tool. So now common data environment. See, common data environment is new term for so many people. See, it is like OneDrive or Google Drive, but this is CD is intelligent for BIM softwares. See, we said BIM authoring tool, even though BIM authoring tool, we say the architect team works on it. Structural team works on it. MEP team works on it. So, which means so many people works on a single 3D model, and it has to be collaborated, and the multiple teams from multiple locations work on a single 3D model. So for that we need another powerful setup called CDE, that is Common Data Environment. It's nothing but it's like cloud storage device, cloud storage environment or a cloud storage space. But it is intelligent for BIM softwares. So in the cloud, what we do, we store the Revit model, we extract if it is cloud, it is for global. Anyone from anywhere in the world can extract the data from, open the file from cloud. So anyone can save the file in the cloud, and anyone can open the file from the cloud, work on it, again save it, etc. etc. All collaboration happens through CDE. So there are two major players in the world, Autodesk Construction Cloud and Bentley Project Wise. These are two beautiful CDEs which is very helpful for the BIM process. Now digital twin. So now we spoke about, see, what happens is BIM authoring tool and all the BIM process with the help of CDE, we create a beautiful 3D model with all problems solved, and we create extract drawings out of the 3D model and save it in the CDE and send it to the site, and site utilizes the drawings and build the asset. Once the asset is built, we need to hand it over. So that time the concept of digital twin comes into picture. Digital twin is nothing but a simple term saying whatever available in the physical form should be available in the software. So whatever is there in the asset built in the site should be available in the software. That is called digital twin. So Autodesk Tandem's digital twins in software, this is the last step in the BIM process. So to make you understand why we need a digital twin, how we hand over a project to the client. So for, we'll take the door example. So door, if, after in the digital twin 3D model, the door will have these all details. What is the manufacturer specification? What was the tender specification? What was the manufacturer specification? Who installed it? Which team installed it? And when it was installed, what is the warranty card? What is the warranty for the door? And uh, what are the specifications of the door, what all the way we need to preserve or maintain the door, all those details will be stored into the door 3D model, and it will be saved. Same it is go for the wall when it comes to wall insulation, when it was installed, what is the specification, etc etc. When it comes for a pump, again warranty comes into picture, and how much pump capacity is there, when and all it has to be maintained, and whether when it was commissioned, etc etc. All those details will be recorded to the 3D model, and it will be given to the client. That is called digital twin. So let us iterate the process what I was trained. We create a 3D building model with the help of CDE in the BIM authoring tool and CDE combined. We create a beautiful 3D model, and the data 3D model is data rich, and we extract data through different softwares, and we do analysis and give the data to the 3D model again, and finally we create drawings and save it in the CDE. Then the drawings are utilized in the site for construction. Once the construction is done, we save it we give all the details of the construction details to the 3D model, and the 3D model is given to the client. This is the whole BIM process in a simple concise manner. So now conceptually, let me explain one thing that is little bit interesting to understand. That is BIM maturity level. So initially we had only CAD. So CAD was the biggest transformation from paper to software, where most of the time got saved, most of the work got saved. From the CAD we move on to the 3D. So 3D is stage one, where we did only 3D modeling. It was not accurate. It was a perspective. Uh, we say something called orthographic projection, perspective projection, and uh, what else we say is orthographic perspective. Yeah, orthographic perspective, all those three things we project. It's nothing but a 3D outlook in the 2D form. Okay, I'm not going to confuse. 3D visualization we did, that is 2D to 3D transformation. Then in the stage 2 only BIM came into picture, where CDE, bill of quantities, time management, coordination, 4D, 5D, everything came into picture. Stage 3 is what I explained about digital twin. So digital twin has come into picture. So now we are in that stage 3 level of BIM. That is the highest level of BIM available today. So in future, what happens is when a labor shortage is there, we can use robots, etc. VR, AR, XR, remote control, artificial intelligence, etc. etc. are stage 4. So till now, the whole world have learned from stage 0, whole world is 100% efficient. Stage 1, almost 90% efficient. Stage 2, 60 to 70, 60% whole world is efficient. Stage 3, around 30 to 40% efficient. When stage 3 is fulfilled, we will move on to the stage 4. This is the BIM maturity level, and this is what the whole BIM is all about. Hope I tried to explain the BIM as concise as possible. So if any questions is there, please post in the comments. I will try to explain in the comments. Thank you for watching the Cat Coach. Please like, subscribe and comment. Thank you. Bye bye.